Hello everyone, this is Animated Icing of Icing Reviews, and here's my review on the Neca Ultimate Miner figure from My Bloody Valentine for the Valentine's Day special of Icing Reviews. Yep, that's it. Let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so here he is, the Miner, or Harry Warden, as I usually like to call him. Although in the movie, spoiler alert, it is Axel, so they just called it the Miner to avoid, spoilers, I guess, because it's not actually Harry Warden. But anyways, just starting at the head, it's it's pretty good head sculpt. It is most of the stuff in here is reused from the retro Miner figure, and then of course the body is for Michael Myers, but there's nothing wrong with that really, because it looks fine. Has a glossy finish on the eye holes there, I guess, the lenses, and that does sort of, there's a lot of reflection in there, which makes it kind of hard to take pictures sometimes, because you got to have them at the right angle so there's no reflection, and then it starts to look kind of off. But whatever it is, the light is painted. It's a painted detail as opposed to just being like a transparent piece. He's got this wire going down to like this, I guess, battery compartment for the light, and then there's a respirator that goes down to his belt as well, and then there's some blood detail there, which looks very nice. Both the belts, they just kind of hang there. They're not connected. I don't think. This one might be at the top. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. He's got these gloves on, which are different from the Michael Myers body. So that's neat there. And then the boots are also different. And yeah, I don't know, there's not much to talk about since it's a pretty generic just coveralls sort of body. But he does have a face sculpt underneath here, so I'll show that. It's kind of hard to access it, but you gotta be very careful, because this wire back here is very thin. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break, but you want to treat it as if it could break, because obviously you don't want it to break. And that's his face. I guess he's got green eyes. It's just like a ski mask sort of thing. Not super like impressive or anything, but it's nice that they actually included that. And actually there's some detail underneath here, like the let's see if you can see that there's some paint underneath there for the lenses on the inside, so that's pretty cool. I actually haven't noticed that up until now. I've had this figure for a while, and as I struggle to put this back on, I'm just gonna cut to this being on, and then I'll go over the accessories. So the most iconic, I guess, most prominent accessory that comes with is, of course, his pickaxe. And camera doesn't want to focus here. Jesus. Okay. It's painted very nice. It looks like metal at the top there, and then the wood grain is also very nicely done. And of course, you can't see it at all. Camera's not focusing. Let me see if that will help. Yeah, not much else to say there. Then he's also got this heart candy box, chocolate box, which is done very nicely as well. You know, metallic sort of paint on there. And then it does open up to reveal the heart, the human heart, which has a nice shine to it, and there's variation for the blood that the blood stains on the inside of the box as opposed to the blood that's been pouring out of the heart, if that makes any sense. I'm bad at explaining things, I guess. And then he's got his knife, which he uses for like a little bit at the end. I don't know where that went. Okay, here we go. When they're like fighting in the mine carts, I think. Yeah, it's a knife. It's good. And he also has the nail gun, which is very cool. Very cool kill with that. It has like the hole where the nail would come out of, and then the paint's kind of chipping in a lot of places, so it's a little bit disappointing, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. And then the Neca logo's on the handle because the company that made this, their logo would be on there normally. And he can hold all of his accessories very well. I'll just demonstrate that now. So well, I won't demonstrate with like every accessory, but I'll just show how he can hold the pickaxe, because that's like what you want him to hold. So it can be a little bit tricky, but what I usually do is I put it through there first and then just slide it down till it reaches his other hand, and then just get it in like that. Then sort of position the hands however you want, and then you can get it to look normal. And I do actually also want to show how it can be a bit difficult getting him to hold the candy box, since I think he should have had like an alternate set of hands for holding this, even though he actually doesn't hold it in the movie. If I remember correctly, it doesn't show him holding it, but usually I just sort of set it in here, like have him sort of hugging it. Yeah, it kind of like balances between his arm and then the tube coming down here. It does look a little bit awkward with him like cupping his hand instead of actually wrapping it around the box, but you can't really do a whole lot with what you're given here. So the head can look up like a little bit and down not really that much. Can go side to side, but it can't go all the way around, of course, because of the tube and the wire on either side of his head. Arms can move all the way around there, and there's also a hinge which can go up like I think I felt like slightly more so on this arm, but not by that much, I don't think. Maybe I'm just being crazy, but he has double jointed elbows, which is a little bit rare for Neca to do. They don't do it that often. It's nice to see it on here. But there's also swivel there as well, swivel on both ends. Whatever. He's got a hinge and swivel at the wrist, and there's like a little bit of a swivel at the waist, but obviously you can't really do that much with it because it's all mold. It's like a solid mold for the torso, like the outer shell, but the inner shell there is like a little bit of articulation there, I think. And kick up like probably a little bit further than that, but I don't want to like stress apply too much stress to the plastic there. I don't want to break it. Go back a little bit as well. Then the knees can go like about 90 degrees. And then he has a ankle pivot. I realize the lighting is pretty terrible, but whatever. Hinge, all that great foot stuff for this guy. Okay, that's the articulation. He's in 1/10 scale, which is usually about 7 inches, and he is a little under 8 inches, but that's mostly because of his helmet. Sort of gives him that extra height there. Comparing him to some 6-inch figures. These are the figures I did last review, because I still have them lying around here. So there's Mr. Fantastic, and then there's Mafex Spider-Man. So Marvel Legends Mafex size comparison. So obviously you're not really going to be able to fit them into your horror display unless you want to like take pictures and get all finicky with the placement of them. Then it could kind of work. Oh, just dropped Spider-Man on the floor. That's awesome. But obviously you're going to want to see the comparisons with the other horror figures. So here's Michael Myers, mostly, like I said, reuse from his body. So they're going to be around the same height. Here's Freddy, because he's a little bit of a shorter one, so just to see what he would look like. There's Chop Top from the last review. He was about 8 inches, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And here I'll also put the new Leatherface next to him, because I just got him today, and he's going to be the next review, so there's a little sneak peek, I guess. Yeah, I'll get on to my final thoughts. Put some pictures I took of him across the screen about now. And overall, I do think it's a very cool looking design. So I'm definitely happy with that. I don't know, it's like it comes with pretty much every accessory you want to come with from the movie. I don't know, there's not much else to say. It's a good figure. I think it would be worth adding to your collection as add to your holiday slasher collection, along with the Krampus figure, and obviously Michael Myers, Sam from Trick or Treat, and then John Carver from Thanksgiving, which I need to get him. But anyways, that has been my review on the Neca Miner Ultimate figure. That's it. I don't know how to end this, so just like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that smash that bell button so you don't miss the next review that I teased for Leatherface. And follow me on Instagram and comment, because it helps the algorithm.